Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. I was in Stuttgart, Arkansas this week, and for many years now, I've been talking about ways to enhance the value of a piece of used equipment, whatever it is. And it's the way I see it, a powerful way to do that is to personalize what you're selling or trading. And the question becomes, well, how do you personalize it? And it doesn't matter what kind of equipment it is, but I ran into an example of how to do it beautifully this week in Stuttgart, Arkansas. And you're looking at a picture here of Robert Petter, and Robert and his brother David own Petter Farms, rice farmers in Stuttgart, Arkansas. And behind Robert is their 2014 John Deere S680 combine. It's got 808 engine hours on it, 511 separator hours. And the brothers just traded this combine in this last week to their dealer Greenway Equipment there in Stuttgart, Arkansas. Now, how do you personalize this combine? And we know that there's, of course, a ton of S680s out there for sale. Well, how about we talk to the owner? So we did a little video interview with Robert, talking about how he and his brother have cared for this machine over the years. And his brother David is an expert with a drone and shot some unbelievable video footage of this S680 just last week harvesting rice there in Stuttgart. So let's learn more right now about this 2014 John Deere S680, 808 engine hours in Stuttgart, Arkansas at Greenway Equipment. Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. I'm in Stuttgart, Arkansas with Robert Petter with Petter Farms, and this is a combine Robert and his brother David just traded in to the folks at Greenway Equipment, 2012 John Deere S680. Now Robert, the folks at Greenway were telling me you and your brother very particular about your machinery. Why don't you tell us your philosophy?
Well, that's a huge asset to our operation, and if I'm the one making the payments, I'm paying for that machinery, I'm the one sitting in the cab, I'm the one working it every day, I want to make sure that it is the cleanest, well-maintained machine that I possibly can, because when I go to trade, that is a huge asset for me.
Right. Well, I think that's super smart, just from a business way of thinking about it, Robert. And I know the folks at Greenway told me over the years when you and your brother David would trade anything in, almost a lineup of people that wanted the Petter brothers machinery. So what kind of things do you do specifically to keep this thing tip-top?
Well, in the combine, keep it shedded.
Okay.
When we're in the fields and we're using it at the end of the day, I go ahead and blow the machinery off, get rid of that residue so that the morning dew doesn't settle on it, and then it creates a layer, and then it doesn't come off as easy. And anytime you have that layer and it's holding moisture close to the metal, you're going to have erosion and possibly other issues that
Right.
make the machinery less
Right.
valuable there.
Right.
So get rid of that and keep it shedded. Look for trouble spots every time you grease. And washing it. Your hand is on that machine, and your eyes are always watching your hand.
Yep.
So you're seeing cracks and leaks and things that
Right.
you may not see in just a normal glance, but you're looking at every inch of that machine.
And I understand plastic still on the seat.
Oh, that's a big thing for me, yes. I want that plastic left on the seat.
Now why do you do that, Robert?
Well, everyone has something spilled on a seat. You're always on the go, you're eating your lunch on the combine, those kind of things, but that plastic is there, and I want the person that gets in to see a fresh, new, undamaged upholstery in that machine. So I leave the plastic on. Yeah, I would prefer to sit on the cloth or the leather, whatever it may be, but I leave that plastic for the next guy.
So you've always done that?
I've always done that, yes.
And you were even telling me, so when people climb into the cab, you know that when they sit, their eyes go up?
Well, I think about what I do. You duck your head to get in the cab, so the first thing you see is the floor. Then everyone sits down and they look up and around the cab.
Yep.
And it's basic first impressions.
Yep.
If it's clean and it's nice and it's pristine, that says a lot about the machine right there.
So
Second thing they're going to do is turn on that thing and look at the hours.
Yeah.
They don't want to know what it did or how it did. They're looking at appearance and how many hours.
In this machine, just over 800 engine hours?
Yes, 808.
Okay. Now, Robert, we got to share. You were telling me even if there's a mosquito in the cab up on the roof of the cab. You're not going to squash it?
No, I don't want any spots on the ceiling, and don't let anybody catch you touching the ceiling with your dirty hands.
Right. Well, folks,
They put clean white upholstery in John Deere equipment, so
right.
you can't touch it.
Well, you know, my auction price data for 27 years has shown, Robert, when you do what you do, guess what? It just is worth more money.
We need that in the end. We
Right.
do.
Well, Robert, thanks for sharing your philosophy, and again, I think a lot we can all learn from what you guys are doing, you and your brother David, and also shooting the awesome video of this thing out harvesting rice. Again, thanks for sharing it. Thanks for what you do.
No problem. Whatever you do.
Okay, folks, now we're inside Greenway Equipment here in Stuttgart, Arkansas, and we're here with Zach Byers. And Zach, I understand you're on the sales precision side here with Greenway?
Yes, I'm a precision ag / salesman.
Okay.
And one of my customers is Robert and David Petter of Petter Farms in Tocqueville, Arkansas.
You've worked with them for many years, I understand?
I've worked for them, or with them as their salesman for about a year now,
Okay.
and as their GPS and precision ag guy for about 3 years now.
Okay. And how would you speak to the, again, the care the brothers give to all their machinery?
Oh, they take very good care of their equipment. Whenever they trade something in, usually all of our local farmers around here want to know about it and are very interested in purchasing their used equipment.
Right, and again, it's fun to have customers like that
It is.
treat their equipment that way, and I'm sure kind of a partnership with them.
Yes.
Over the years, helping them grow.
Yes. They, like I said, they take very good care of their equipment. When you pay that amount of money for a piece of equipment, you want to take care of it, and they really genuinely do.
Right. And again, there's a lot of S680s available for people to look at buying across the country, but there's only one that was owned by Robert and little brother.
That is correct. We brought it in on trade. They just recently bought a new S680.
Okay.
But we have their trade-in combine here, and I've already had a lot of my other customers ask about it, and they're interested in it, and hopefully they'll be purchasing it.
And Zach, for people that are interested, the Greenway Equipment website is
www.gogreenway.com.
Okay. Well, Zach, thank you much for telling us about the brothers and about the beautiful combine.
All right, thank you.